We obviously, when we were looking for places to stay, you Google everything and then you go, oh, this place has got 4 stars, or this place has only got 3.5 stars, you know? And then we go, oh, okay, we'll go to the 4.5 star because it's got good reviews. And it's like, that's great, but at the end of the day, those other places could be just as good, if not better, but because they're maybe not getting the kind of people that are then going to post the reviews, that you're not automatically judging them based on a very maybe small percentage of people that have walked through the door.
France is a great example. There's so many bad reviews from, like in Paris. I was in Paris for the Rugby World Cup. I think it was last year?
Yeah.
Year before.
2023.
Yeah, 2023. And I was there and
South Africa won that one, eh?
Yeah. God, yeah, but you guys, there's something going on. It's like elite humanity. Like, they just run like this. I don't know what they're all of them, just these giant elite humans.
Oh, dude. There's that's a whole other podcast, trust me. I could talk for days.
It's like in June, how like the tough conditions, has made a really powerful population of people. Yeah, maybe you'll take over the world. Okay. Oh, so I've got to go back up. Okay, cool. Yeah. So anyway, what were we talking about? God damn it. So we're talking about 5 things to talk about.
Yeah. Top 5 things, and you said obviously.
I really know how to digress.
Yeah.
Don't I?
Yeah. And you said keep your costs down.
Keep your costs down. Keep your product perfect.
And keep your product.
Like, your product is the main thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't even know whether I've got 5 things in me. Like, seriously, the product is the most important thing. But these days, the reason I said cost is because cost is just so front of mind for everybody. You know, I'm in business now, and I'm not starting the business, so I've got these products which I'm really proud of, and I keep on looking at them in troubled times. Like the last 18 months, anyone will tell you, has been so challenging, and in hospitality especially. And you sit there and I walk around with my staff and I go, what's wrong with this menu? You know, like what is going on? We've got people in, there's vibe, you know, I look at the turnover and I go, oh, this is pretty good, you know. But every week you seem to go a little bit backwards, you know, or you'll bounce back up, and you know, like you've got the guy with the knife chasing you. And I think, was that before?
Yeah, it was before. But that's a great analogy. Maybe share that.
Yeah. So the analogy I was using was, you know, those horror movies where you've got the guy very slowly with a knife walking behind, but you seem to run away, but he seems to always be there. Yeah. And you sort of run, and you'll get away from him a little bit, and then you'll turn around and he's just there. Well, that's your cost. That's your cost. They're just consistently grinding away with the knife in their hand, waiting to stab you to death.
And like one week you'll have a good week and you sprint away, and then
you'll get away, then you'll trip and you'll hurt your ankle, and you have to go back for gym or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're there again, and they're gonna get you. And they're gonna hurt you. And that's the scary part about the cost. So that's why it's front of mind. Everybody at the moment has just been like, how do we? I'm proud of the product. It was number 2 now, which used to be my number 1. Starting a business still is number 1. But it's just these costs. It's just unbelievable. You'll have the product that you want. You'll have everything. All the little, which will be my next point. All the small things. You're doing all the small things. Like you're giving straws out when they're needed. You're making sure coasters are on all the tables. All that sort of stuff. You're doing everything you possibly can, and you still got this murderer.
He's still chasing.
He's still there. Like, get away! Get away from me! I've got the coasters. See, the coasters are on the table. Get out of here! Anyway, you know what I mean? So the next, that's it. Cost, product, absolutely used to be, but it's been upset because of the lately, the inflation or whatever. And then number 3 is the little things. You've got to make sure you're doing the little things. Huge, like I made a list when I was working at Bar Broadway in Sydney, you know, at 4 in the morning. I was on 24 hours. It was a 24-hour pub at 7 or 7s. And I was just sitting there. If I ever got into a pub, what the things, because I was just like so in love with this fucking industry at that time, you know, just working. Even though I was doing 24-hour pubs, but I was just loving it, you know, the fun of it. And I just made a list of all these little things I would do, like coasters, like nice thick coasters, branded coasters of your own, so that would be important. Having a blank on the other side so that you could write stuff on it, like that was important to me. Making sure that the bar was always wiped down at the front bar, so that it was like nice and comfortable. Cleaning underneath the table so there wasn't any chewing. All these little things that
make a difference.
That you don't know off the top of you. The customer, the punter, doesn't understand. They like but
until it's missing.
Until it's missing.
Yeah.
Until it's missing, then you go, this is shit, this pub.
Mm.
Do you know what my experience of that is? Every time when we used to get coffee cups delivered and they would deliver the white lid and the white cup, it would annoy me and everyone would know all the stuff and be like, oh my god, don't tell Mom. The white lids have come. And Sarah's like, it's okay, we can have white lids. And I'm like, but they should be black because they don't look right.
Yeah,
and it's the same as about taking the chewing gum underneath the table.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It stops being what your vision of the perfect product
It was supposed to be a black and white cup.
Yeah, and they cost the same.
And
those guys have just done it out of convenience or stupidity.
Yeah.
Why am I suffering for it over this box of fucking goddamn
cupcakes?
The other thing I think that maybe has become less important is back in the day it used to be location, location, location. Nowadays, I think maybe based on social media, that's not necessarily as important as it used to be. And my favorite example of this is somewhere like Farmer's Wife Distillery.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That place.
And it's an incredible establishment. And out in the middle of nowhere, literally surrounded by nothing.
Glorious spaceship landed in
literally
beautiful paddock.
Literally the most beautiful spot, and about 45-minute drive from Newey, and it's like, but you go, like people would drive because they're like, this place is amazing. It is good food, good service, good vibe, and it's like, it's a good experience. And people love it.
It nails the stuff I was saying that Corey nails. It nails product and place. But I would argue that place would be amazing without social media.
Agree. And would you have ever put a distillery down there? I would never have.
Because
I would have said to my wife,
everyone would have said,
you're never going to get anyone there.
That's the thing. Everyone would have said the location is, no one's going to see you, no one's going to drive past you. No one would know.
But you're a destination store.
But you would be like, if someone was driving on holiday, it would be like one of those little kiosks that you would go like in the middle of nowhere. Right? Like if I was going to somewhere.
Murray's Brewery springs to mind. But I think that would be her travelling somewhere. And seeing something similar. That would, which is a nightmare for me to say, it's a whisper. Seeing something similar. I
thought it was great.
But she would have gone travelling somewhere and seen that work, like in the States, something like that, and gone, this can work.
I think the other good example is Trinity 8. If
Trinity,
you told me,
is that over
the Morisset?
Up in the Morisset.
If you were like, I'm going to open a restaurant in Morisset, I would have been like, you have lost your mind.
And like that high end as well, it's a high end spot.
In Morisset. So, sorry, the Morisset listeners.
I haven't been there, but I've seen photos. It's that really swanky.
It's really suave. It's like Great Gatsby vibe. That's literally what I think of when I think of Trinity.
It's apparently amazing.
And when I found out,
bloody expensive.
Very expensive.
As it bloody should be. These are the only ones that can charge what you should be charging.
But the problem is, like, that's the thing, is it's bloody expensive and it's always full. It's always busy. People are there and
it's product. Product.
Every time I've been, it's perfect.
It's good.
You cannot
That's the thing.
fault.
People pay for stuff if it's worth being paid for.
A 45-minute drive from Newcastle. And if you want to have a drink, it costs $350 to get there.
How do you get around? Like, I don't know, is everyone just booze, drink driving?
No,
I think designated driver.
Yeah, you got your DDs.
Because I inquired.
Designated driver.
And you've got Waze as well.
Yeah, you got Waze that'll help you know. It's obviously.
Not that we'd ever do.
Yeah. No, we don't drink and drive, you know?
This isn't.
But again, my point was, I feel like that whole concept of location, because what I also find is then you get people who will put on prime locations and they fold within the first 3 months.
Correct.
Because like you say, they maybe don't have the right product, or maybe it's just not the right thing for the area where it is.
An example I will use of this being the dockyard. When I was down there, boardwalk, right? Honeysuckle on the water. Like, it's what your perception of what a location is a good location. So that location can have lots of competition. That location can have no soul. It can be by the water. Everyone's like, by the water, going to be a success.
Yeah, great.
Well, like the dockyard had the worst view out of the lot of them, but it was always the most busy. And that was because it was next to the road. And we theorised. So you had the road there where it bends around there at the boardwalk. And so there was always more foot traffic. And what do people want to be? when they're out around other people. They want to get dressed up. They're by the water. They're they've got away from their kids for the night. They've got themselves half sexied up, and they want to be seen by other people. So that's why the dockyard ended up being the best spot on that that site. Then you had Isobar, which had a bloom for a bit, and then they went away. Then you had I think it's had multiple that other side of the other end. Yeah. Where Hope State.
Hope Estate's there now.
Yeah, which I've heard is actually really good.
Is that open now? That Hope Estate, is it open?
It's open, yeah.